Hello everyone! In this video, we are going to talk about significant figures. Significant figures are digits in a number that carries meaningful information about the precision of a measurement. And here are rules for counting significant figures. Rule number 1. All non-zero digits are significant. So for example, 43. Here 4 and 3 are both non-zero digits. So this number has two significant figures. Rule number 2. All zeros that are between two non-zero digits are significant. So for example, 403. Here this zero is between two non-zero digits. So it is significant along with 4 and 3. And hence this number has three significant figures. Rule number 3. Leading zeros are not significant. So for example, 043. Here the zero is the leading zero, and this is not counted as significant. So this number has two significant figures. And the last rule is trailing zeros are significant if the number has decimal point. So for example, 430. Here we are having one trailing zero, but we do not have a decimal point. So this number only has two significant figures. But if it was 43.0, you're having one trailing zero along with a decimal point. So it is counted as significant, and hence this has three significant figures. Let's do a few more examples of significant figures. 32. 3 and 2 are both non-zero digits. So this has two significant figures. 0.03. Here we are having two leading zeros, which are not significant, and so this has only one significant figure. Here the presence of decimal point does not really make any difference. 1306. Here we have three non-zero digits and a zero between two non-zero digits. So this is significant too, and hence it has four significant figures. 360. Here we are having one trailing zero, but there is no decimal point. So it is not significant, hence it only has two significant figures. 1360. Here we have one trailing zero, but we also have a decimal point. So this is significant, and hence this has four significant figures. Now, when working with significant figures, we follow two rules. Rules for addition and subtraction, which states that the result should be rounded to the least number of decimal places among the number being added or subtracted. And rule number 2, which is rule for multiplication or division, which states that the result should be rounded to the least number of significant figure among the number being multiplied or divided. So let's do an example for each. So if you're adding 4.06 with 3.2, we'll get 7.26. Here, 4.06 has two decimal places, and 3.2 have one decimal place. So according to this rule, we round the result to the least number of decimal places, which is 1 in this case. So we round it here, and hence we'll get the answer as 7.3. Remember, we do the calculation first and then round it to the correct significant figure. So let's do an example for the rule number 2. Let's add 4.56. Well, let's divide 4.56 by 2.1. This would give us 2.1714. So according to the rule, we round the result to the least number of significant figure. Here 4.56 have 3 significant figure and 2.1 has 2 significant figure. So we round this to 2 significant figure, which would be 1 and 2 here, and that would give us 2.2. Let's do a few more examples. Let's do 12.34 plus 5.681 minus 0.123. So again, we do the calculation first. That would give us 17.898. And now since we are adding and subtracting, we round the result to the least number of decimal places. So here we have 2 decimal places. Here we have 3 and 3. So the least is 2. And so we round it here, and that would give us 17.90. Let's do one more example. 2.34 and 0.45 plus 0.24 divided by 2.15. This problem has to follow both the rules since it has addition, multiplication, and division. So, using the order of operation, we do the multiplication and division first. And that would give us 1.053 plus 0.1116. So when we do this calculation, we'll get this. When we do this calculation, we get this. And since we are doing both of the rules in one problem, at this step, we need to round it to the correct significant figure. So doing multiplication, we round it to the least number. So here 2.34 have 3 significant figure and 0.45 has 2 significant figures. So we round this to 2 significant figure, which would be right here. And for this number, 0.24 has 2 significant figure and 2.15 has 3 significant figure. So we'll round it to 2 significant figures. We will be right here. And so this will be 1.1 plus 0.11. Now we can do the next step, and this would give us 1.21. And using the rule of addition and subtraction, we have to round this to the least number of decimal place. So 1.1 has 1 decimal place and 0.11 has 2 decimal place. So we'll round it to 1 decimal place. That will be right here. And we will get 1.2 as our answer. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.